The start of Antigua's sailing week is the Round Antigua race. This year, 44 yachts entered, and the modified Volvo 70 Warrior arrived home first, taking the elapsed time monohull from second place Sojourner with a time of 3 hours, 55 minutes. Racing in Antigua began on Sunday, with both the wind and the action ramping up through Tuesday. Several youths from Greg City Academy attended Sailing Week this year, experienced fast boats and war for the first time. Antigua's own sailing graduate identical boats were on hand to race with, so mentor the young theaters.
It's been a really cool experience having them here. We spoke a few stories on where they come from and how lifestyle is here, lifestyle is over there, and we've been helping with local knowledge. Boat tech and boat handling. I see this as a career path as it's doing what I love while making a living. So working won't feel like working. It's what I love doing.
So what is 2K? The long tradition involving young sailors was made official this year with the launch of Youth to Keelboat, and in which saw young sailors raced on races throughout the fleet. Long week of racing is punctuated with pure fun. The voice legend Taris Riley soothed buttered reggae in the park. Then everyone's to put on to Pigeon for some shenanigans.
Here at Pigeon Beach and Dadley Beer Lay with today with hot sailors and local. Let the game begin.
The first round of a mini regatta with 4 competing for a case of cold Antigua beer. Then a series of starboard races. Was really enjoyed. Here in Antigua, there is a benevolent presence on the water, and everyone say racing. Antigua Barbuda Search and Rescue, or ABSAR as they're known, is trained and equipped to respond to any emergency.
For race, we provide safety support for the yacht. So we're on standby with 2 boats, one for each division, so that we can be on the scene faster, as well as provide some comfort that somebody's somewhere who can help them out. They get in a pinch, which we've had this week so far. Tuesday should be collision 2 boats on the side course, shore and when bonded there was a guy lying on the deck with injury, a person with a shoulder injury and a few some clinchable injuries. We had to stabilize the back to get injured out of them away so they could rudder. We were able to then effect them in once we got better under control on board. We're funded by donations and sponsorship. Volunteer. First of all, secondly, come in and donate.
Back to now. On Monday and Friday, everyone is pushing themselves and their boats. Results. Morning of the last day is in which each class sided and 3 in different classes also have a mathematical chance at the overall win. Earning a permanent place on the Lord Neltron's trophy. The fight was long, difficult, and all the really a silver set. Sojourner took over the overall and knocked her herself another spot with Nelson Trophy's trophy.
So the racing might be over, but the next 2 festivities continue here at Nelk Yard. Let's go and see. They're up. Come on.
Good guy.
And the sun on another Antigua sailing week. Dickinson, what are you doing? You time next year.
Did you enjoy that footage of racing in Antigua? Isn't it a beautiful place? Oh man, we have more in store for you today. Well, it's Sailing Week Sunday, and I'm your host, Steve Freeland Jr. Ibis the Livis here in Antigua, Barbuda, and we are at the lovely English Harbour. Trust me, it's amazing. We are fortunate to have all this for us, island in the sun, and I'm here to take you on this wonderful journey on this beautiful sailing Sunday today. Let me tell you what this day means to us here in Antigua, Barbuda. Now we're talking about chase the race. You get up early in the morning, you get on a boat, you're chasing the race. Imagine after everything, the sailors are coming in, getting to the dock, getting ready to go to the village, the entertainment village, preparing for the bands and the artists that we are performing here today. Imagine all that. You know, we're just going to take you back to what it was, how it was. Sailing week in Antigua, we miss it, but we have had to do this Sailing Sunday just for you to enjoy. Tell us where you are. Send us the emoji, send us your flag. Tell us where you're locked in from. We have auctions, we have lots of stuff today. 2 hours of fun, 2 hours of entertainment, 2 hours of important messages, 2 hours of Antigua and Barbuda Sailing Week. 2 hours of fun can done. Stay with us, share the link, share the live. Let everybody come alive today with us on this beautiful Sailing Sunday. Share. And 2 lucky winners from the Caribbean, from the UK, from the US of A. You're gonna get a chance to come to Antigua. All expense paid. All expense paid. Sailing Week Sunday, I love it. I love it. Stay with us, folks. Remember, I'm your host, Steve Freeland Jr., also known as Ibis the Livis, and I'm going to take you on this wonderful 2-hour journey today with some friends. Stay with us.
We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sail. Hi, I'm Charles Fernandez, Minister of Tourism in Antigua and Barbuda, letting you know that there's never been a greater time to get out on the water and escape than now. Throughout its history, Antigua and Barbuda has maintained its reputation as one of the premier yachting destinations in the Caribbean. Washed almost exclusively by the Caribbean Sea, Antigua's 108 square miles are encircled by 95 miles of indented coastlines. Barbuda's 62 square miles are surrounded by reefs with a large lagoon on the northwest side. With its sheltered harbors, large number of anchorages, and an abundant natural beauty, our twin island paradise represents the perfect safe haven for visitors seeking seclusion and space on personalized and private charters in our waters. The government of Antigua and Barbuda remains committed to the development of yachting in Antigua and Barbuda. Our charming marinas are full of personality and are equipped to international standards. We are continuously improving our services and infrastructure. We are also proud to boast that Antigua has the most efficient and reliable yachting professionals and concierge services available. We've adjusted our sails during these times. Sailing has been acknowledged as one of the safest activities, and we can assure you that, working together with our partners in the yachting sector, we have put guidelines and measures in place throughout our marinas to allow for the safe resumption of the yachting industry and the safe return of visitors in the best way possible. After months of preparation, the National Parks has reopened. Visitors and locals can once again enjoy the services, historic attractions, and natural allure of Antigua and Barbuda's UNESCO World Heritage Site, Nelson's Dockyard. Upgrades have been completed, and in addition to favorites such as the Copper and Lumber Seafood Friday and Rum in the Ruins, a range of exciting new tours have been added to enhance the visitor experience. We are also actively working on making our renowned nautical events socially responsible. At the start of 2021, we look forward to welcoming rowers in the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge to the Nelson's Dockyard. As we welcome visitors, all we ask is that you please follow the established national health and safety protocols. These include pre-testing using the RT-PCR test prior to arrival, quarantining, mask wearing, physical distancing, hand washing and sanitizing. For the full protocols related to yachting in Antigua and Barbuda, to include the requirement that vessels only enter via the authorized ports of entry at English Harbour and Nevis Street Pier, please go to visitantiguabarbuda.com. We care about the health and safety of our visitors, residents, and our teams, and have put these measures in place to keep everyone safe underwater or on land, now and in the future. Thank you for choosing Antigua and Barbuda, your space in the sun.
Welcome back to Antigua and Barbuda, where you can have a fun, relaxing, adventurous, and safe vacation. We have taken extra steps to ensure that your stay is a great one, starting from the minute you arrive.
When our guests arrive, we conduct a quick evaluation and sanitize all baggage.
We disinfect all rooms, paying special attention to frequently touched surfaces.
My job is to ensure that everyone adheres to the new and more stringent policies, including social distancing.
Restaurants and bars already adhere to the high level of cleanliness, but we have added even more precautions, such as sanitizing menus after every use. That way, we keep each other safe.
We make sure that the shop is all very clean, everything is sanitized. After they have handled it, we do exactly the same thing again.
Cleaning and sanitizing vessels before and after each excursion is now mandatory. We've added our health and safety measures as part of our welcome briefing.
Remember to follow all protocols, whether you are in your hotel or enjoying one of our many attractions, so we can keep your stay sun, sea, and safe.
I'm here right now with Alison Slight Adams, and I'm just here to ask a few questions because you want to know. The first one, why did you decide to do Sailing Week Sunday?
We decided to do Sailing Week Sunday because we felt, as much as many of our participants do, that this is just too long that we haven't seen each other. And we really wanted to get positive messages out there about Antigua, let you know that we're all really doing well. There's loads of sailing happening in Antigua right now. As you can see, the conditions are just as you would expect it at this time of year, so we're sorry that we're making you jealous, but we really wanted to reconnect with everybody. So we've got a really packed week. So we start with Sailing Week Sunday, and you'll see there's going to be great entertainment, updates, there's information on an auction which is going to go live with loads of great experiences about Antigua and Barbuda. We also are launching a women's mentorship program. We're inviting girls and women in Antigua to get involved in our industry. We want to demystify the sport. Really exciting for the virtual sailors, we actually do have a virtual regatta we are launching the Antigua e-sailing championships, and Antigua Sailing Week is the first event in that challenge. We're also going to be bringing you Lay Day. We couldn't be here in Antigua without you seeing part of the beach, at least on one day. We'll be down at Pigeon Point, and there's going to be some great events happening down there with the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. We also want to bring you some updates on what's happening in and around Antigua right now, and we're hoping that you don't wait until Sailing Week, that you're going to travel as soon as you can travel, get on a plane and come and spend some time with us here in Antigua.
Having fun in the sun, definitely Sailing Week Sunday, and I'm joined here with Colin James, the CEO of Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, and we're just going to ask him a few questions because I know he's all excited when it comes to yachting and Sailing Week. So how does event cancellation affect the tourism product?
Well, it has to a certain extent because Antigua Sailing Week is a key part of our tourism agenda and a key event on our tourism calendar. So not being able to have it this year, has been a little bit of a disappointment for all the folks in this community and, everybody in the yachting fraternity who look forward to Antigua Sailing Week. But we have to be erring on the side of caution for safety and security of the nation. And so we take our cue from the folks in the health department, the Ministry of Health. And as you know, these type of organized sporting events have been cancelled. But we are still having Sailing Week, although it's going to be a virtual event. It's going to be as great as we normally have it.
What is the current status of tourism and airlift in Antigua and Barbuda?
Well, tourism is picking up. We are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. I'll just give you an example. In March of this year, we had 8,200 visitor arrivals to Antigua and Barbuda. That's about 50% less than what we had in March of last year. So what we're seeing, the gap is narrowing, the flights are beginning to come back, and I think the consumer confidence is there. The feedback that we have, Steve, from all our overseas partners and tour operators is that there's a great demand for Antigua and Barbuda. There's actually a lot of suppressed demand. People have been locked down for over a year and they're just ready to go and to get out there. For example, when the UK government announced that they were reviewing their lockdowns as of June and they'll be opening up the UK to international travel again, bookings for this destination went up about 200%. So there is a pent-up demand. Countries like Antigua and Barbuda has one of the highest rates of vaccination in the Caribbean. Almost a third of our population is now fully vaccinated, similar to countries like the UK. So as people become more vaccinated, they have that additional confidence in travel, and we see folks booking and going, willing to go on vacations. And Antigua and Barbuda is right up there at the top of the list, and we are looking forward in the ensuing months to really start welcoming back our visitors again in a safe manner so that we can really see things start to improve.
How is Antigua and Barbuda managing COVID-19 testing in hotels, all that, different stats?
I think we've been really holding our own. Even from when we opened the destination, Antigua and Barbuda had always been almost like a standard bearer for the safety protocols in the hospitality industry. In fact, the protocols that were developed locally here for our hotels, our restaurants, and our tours and excursions was almost used as a guide by the Caribbean Hotel and Tourist Association as to how you develop good protocols that are safe and also ensures that your industry can restart. We have a high rate of vaccination amongst a lot of workers in the industry. Folks are going on operating the tours, the excursions, the hotel workers. A lot of folks have been vaccinated, and I think that bodes well for the industry. And so first and foremost, it's always safety of the people who live here and safety of the visitors who want to come and enjoy these two beautiful islands. So I'm confident that as we progress with the highest rate of vaccination in the Caribbean right now, we will be well placed to take advantage of the boom that's going to be coming in a few months.
Why do you feel passionate about Sailing Week and yachting?
I feel passionate about it because there's no place like this place. Just take a look at the backdrop here. This is English Harbour, Nelson's Dockyard. This is the sailing mecca of the Caribbean, as we like to say. We have, I think, immaculate sailing conditions. When it comes to the wind and the seas and what you need to have a great regatta, it's here. When you look at the ambience that you get at the dockyard, there's no place like here to be able to provision for the yachts that come here, to be able to get every type of service that they need. And so we are well placed. We have the natural beauty, we have all the facilities, and we have a great population here who are into sailing, who understand what this industry needs, and so they're passionate to restart things. So although we're doing it virtual, we're going to be doing it to the best of our ability, and we really want to look forward to welcoming as many virtual sailors as possible to participate in Antigua Sailing Week. We actually being part of virtualregattas.com, where Antigua Sailing Week, that's an international platform for races, sailing races virtually, and they have over 10,000 followers on their Instagram pages. So anybody, anywhere in the world, from Thursday, will be able to log on, register, and compete in Antigua Sailing Week in the virtual races. So we're keeping the name of this beautiful twin island out there as a racing center for the Caribbean, a yachting mecca, so that people will realize what we have. They'll see some of the beauty that our beautiful country has to offer, and we can ensure that the yachting community knows Antigua and Barbuda is really open for business. Even though we don't have an actual sailing week, there are hundreds of yachts who have decided to come here and to do charters from Antigua in a safe environment. And we really want to get that word out there so that everybody knows we're open for business, and we're doing it virtually this year.
Because it's a lot of fun. I first came in 1970, a long time ago, and then I came back in 83, and I've never missed one since 83 to now.
The people here are so friendly. They'll welcome you. Even if you absolutely know nothing about sailing, you can jump on a boat, somebody will take you out, you can be a spectator, you can actually learn sailing on the go. It's that easy. You can learn it on the go and you'll have fun, trust me.
I mean, everybody can enjoy Sailing Week, unlike a lot of different places in the world where you go. You only have the serious guys or something like that, where you have, cruising class, bareboat classes, now multi-hull classes, and of course the races, which is what I'm involved in.
Apart from being a bit biased because it's Antigua Sailing Week, I mean, there's hardly ever a race week where there's not proper racing climate. I mean, and I'm talking from going back to the early days, from the socializing, the racing, it's always just been fun. I mean, it's a very serious regatta, but it's a regatta you just have a lot of fun at. And I think that's one thing I like about it. It also brings people from across the globe.
The thing is happening that all the friends that we met 30 years ago, they're still friends, and we see each other, we race against each other. It's like a big, nice community of sailors from all the gangster Trinidadians, or San Martin, Fritz bars, and Peter Homburg and the Rolex. It's a big Caribbean. It's still a big Caribbean be together.
Talk about Sailing Week in Antigua, Barbuda, we talk about two bands who are always there. And here is one of them with a beautiful, beautiful young woman with a lovely voice. Here's Asha Atto and Itchy Feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Know, yeah, there's some places I live and we can go there. Let me show ya what it really feel like to have fun. Oh no stress, and it's so clear, 'cause the people full of vibes and it shows, yeah, that's my home, yeah, like an island with Caribbean sun. So forget about your problems and leave them all behind. There's so much to do, so much to find. Don't worry about nothing, gonna have a good time. Ain't got nothing on my mind, but oh, take me home, take me home, take me home to paradise. I wanna go home, The city come alive, it's going down now. Let's go downtown. Eat plenty food and drink a little bit of rum. Oh, pull up a chair now, let your hair down. We relax and then go move from here now. We in the place now, like an island with Caribbean sun. So forget about your problems and leave them all behind. There's so much to do, so much to find. Don't worry about nothing, gonna have a good time. Ain't got nothing on my mind, but oh, take me home, take me home, take me home to paradise. I wanna go home, take me home, take me home, yeah. Take me home where I feel alive, yeah. Just take me home, take me home. No, I know you miss it like I do. The only place I wanna go to. So whenever I'm feeling down, just take me home, take me now. And no matter how far I go, you're always in my heart and soul. It's the only place that I call home. Cause oh yeah, you should know yes. There's some places where I live and we can go there. Let me show ya what it really feel like to have fun. Oh, take me home, take me home, take me home to paradise. I wanna go home, take me home, take me home, take me home where I feel like I wanna go home, take me home, take me home, take me home to paradise. I wanna go home, take me home, take me home, take me home where I feel alive. Saying hello to all of you at home. This one's for you. We miss you so much. Ah, yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Gonna slow it down just a little bit. This song right here is called Crazy. If I follow my heart, it tells me to stay. But if I follow what you do, you just push me away. And I'm never gonna be who you want me to be. And Sarah, I don't do well with your apologies. But baby, I think it's time that you read me your mind. I can't do this no more, going out over my mind. These things drive me crazy, got me going round and around. Do you love me or hate me? This needs to stop right now. These things drive me crazy, got me going round and around. Do you love me or hate me? This needs to stop right now. Every time you say I love you, I don't believe. 'Cause you think I'm stupid, stop playing with me. Well, baby, you are the worst thing that's happened to me. But but I'll let you in, so I'm letting you leave. These things drive me crazy, got me going round and round. Do you love me or hate me? This needs to stop right now. These things drive me crazy, got me going round and round. Do you love me or hate me? But this needs to stop right now. These things drive me crazy, got me going round and round. Do you love me or hate me? But this needs to stop right now. These things drive me crazy, got me going round and round. Do you love me or hate me? This needs to stop right now. This needs to stop right now. So this needs to stop right now, yeah. Look what you did. Look at the mess that you made. I am broken. No chance of putting me back together again. I'm in pieces. How am I to survive this pain? Can't believe it. Wish I could do it all over again. Look at these pieces, can't believe it. Look at what you did, it's not easy. Why didn't you call that? After all that, who's gonna put me back together again? I'm waiting for you, trying to love you, but you broke me. It's not healthy, you just left me. Who's gonna put me back together again? See, things are different. It won't be that easy this time. If you love me, why would you wanna make me cry? Please believe me, this ain't a good way to feel inside. But you can't escape, no matter how hard you try. Look at these pieces, can't believe it. Look at what you did, it's not easy. Why didn't you call back? After all that, who's gonna put me back together again? I'm waiting for you, trying to love you, but you broke me. It's not healthy, you just left me. Who's gonna put me back together again? I gave you all my love, and you just ripped it up. No, I don't deserve the way that it hurts. It used to be
birds are singing. The birds are singing. Told you I've been on time. I guess no one ever told you to run this blind. Well, it's about time that I call these shots. Cause everybody else knows I got it live. So are you gonna ride for me? Or are you gonna lie to me? Acting like you don't know. You take me for a joke. From the window to the wall, I'll be going so high. From sun up to sundown, I'll be going so high. For the rest of my life, I'll be going so high. If you don't get it by now, I'll be going so high. Yeah, I'll be going so high. I'll be going so high. Tell you I wear the crown. So every time you see me, please bow down, bow down. I shouldn't have to say, you should know by now. So why you gonna act right? I don't wanna start a fight. Act like you don't know. You take me for a joke, right? From the window to the wall, I'll be going so high. From sun up to sundown, I'll be going so high. For the rest of my life, I'll be going so high. If you don't get it by now, I'll be going so high. I'll be going so high. Can't believe you don't know. Never beat me, oh no. Thank you very much. Next one. I don't know. All right, here we go. All right. This song right here is called I Don't Know. Hey! Every time I ask you a question, you act like you don't understand me. I never get a reply or hear it. I don't know. Baby, I'm trying to be specific, so don't come acting all oblivious. When I ask, I don't want to hear this. I don't know. I'm just trying to catch you in your lies. All I need is you to tell me why. But you acting like you got no clue. All I hear is I don't know from you. I know you can do better than that, 'cause I know how you truly act. I don't want
just keep repeating. One time, I know what I'm saying. I don't know. I little too late for us to go back. You full of it, I know you should know that. Why there is love, I have to go back. Hey, I don't know. I'm just trying to catch you in your lies. All I need is you to tell me why. But you acting like you got no clue. All I hear is I don't know from you. I know you can do better than that. 'Cause I know how you truly act. I don't wanna hear no more. Like I don't know about this. Boy, these games that you play are so lame. I should've known you ain't never gonna change. Running me around thinking I'm gonna play. I don't wanna hear you lie no way. You know I ain't the words. So tell me the truth. Thinking I'm crazy, I'm a. Now one last chance, baby, you can do this. See, all I need is you to tell me why. But you acting like you got no clue. All I hear is I don't know from you. I know you can do better than that. 'Cause I know how you truly act. I don't wanna hear no more. Like I don't know about this. I'm just trying to catch you in your lies. All I need is you to tell me why. But you acting like you got no clue. All I hear is I don't know from you. And I know you can do better than that. Say I don't wanna hear no more. Like I don't know about this. I'm just trying to catch you in your lies. All I need is you to tell me why. But you acting like you got no clue. All I hear is I don't know from you. I know you can do better than that. 'Cause I know how you truly act. I don't wanna hear no more. Like I don't know about this. Woo! Oh yeah. See, I'm just trying to catch you in your lies. But you acting like you got no clue. And I know you can do better than that, yeah. Say I don't wanna hear no more. I don't wanna hear no more. All right, brand new song. This one is called Fire. There's a fire burning in my soul, and I can feel it whenever I'm alone. If I really focus, I can feel that heat. There's a fire burning in me, and it's right here, it's not far away, it's right here in reach. Let your fire help you guide the way to what you can be. Everything I ever wanted and a thing I can be, because I feel the fire and it's burning, burning in me. Say I feel the fire and it's burning in me. Say I feel the fire and it's burning. No Let your fire help you guide the way to what you can be. Everything I ever wanted, anything I can be, because I feel the fire and it's burning, burning in me. Yeah. Say I feel the fire and it's burning in me. Say I feel the fire and it's burning. I dream of a day when my fire is released, when everybody's okay being who they wanna be. And it's right here, it's so far away, it's right here in reach. Let your fire help you guide the way to what you can be. Everything I ever wanted, anything I can be, because I feel the fire and it's burning, burning in me. Yeah, I feel the fire and it's burning in me. Say I feel the fire, and it's burning in me. Yeah, I feel the fire, yeah, and it's burning in me. Do you feel the fire? 'Cause it's burning in me. Let's go. For the rock and roll fans at home. You know this one. This one's for you. You need cooling, baby. I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. way down inside. A woman, you need a We are the HMV band. My name is Ashley. We miss you so much. It's been too long. We miss you. We hope you're staying safe, staying at home, and we hope to see you very soon. Hey! You better rock out. Thank you so much. We love you.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, Asha Atto on itchy feet, on fire. Send those fire emojis. Yee, 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 yee. I love it. I'm enjoying Sailing Week Sunday, even though it's a virtual event. And now we're going to go right back over to Madam President, Alison Sly Adams, and we're going to ask her just one tiny question, one intimate question. So, Alison, let me just ask you right now. 2-year cancellation due to COVID. How has things affected Antigua Sailing Week?
Well, of course, Antigua Sailing Week, the event, hasn't happened, and Antigua Sailing Week, the organisation, we've had incredible highs and lows. But what we've been lucky enough to do is have a huge support network in the Caribbean, in the other regattas, and in the participants. So huge support in terms of people understanding the decisions. Obviously, we didn't have any choice to cancel the event, but also in people telling us how they cannot wait to come back. So the great thing about that is we know we have the confidence and the backing and the support of all of the sailors that we would expect to be coming back next year. They're already starting to enter the event. But of course, things are very challenging. Hence, here we are today. Part of this shoot is about us having a fundraiser. And so that's going to be critical over the next few months in order to get back on the road marketing. We know that overseas the events are starting to happen, which we're really pleased about, because we know that people are going to be having a great summer of racing and really looking forward to getting back to the Caribbean for the season. What we did do was take a look at where we were based. We obviously needed to consolidate things, and I took on a new role as well as Antigua Sailing Week as the General Manager of the National Sailing Academy. And we now have this wonderful new home at the National Sailing Academy. And the place that we now reside, we call it the home of inclusive sailing in Antigua and Barbuda. Not only is it our location, it's also where the youth programme in Antigua, which services the schools, is located, and the sailability programme, along with some other great things on the property. And I believe you're going to hear more about that now. It really is a sport for anybody. And being able to expose kids from a young age to give them the experience of the fun of sailing and to really give them the options that there are in sailing. So everything from just remaining as a fun option into pathways of the sport and into the industry.
We can run these RWA certified courses from level 1 to sailing with spinnakers, which is start sailing, better sailing, seamanship skills, and then teaching you how to use your spinnakers and stuff like that. Yeah. So at the moment, we're the only dinghy centre, I think, in the Caribbean that does that.
If we have a student that shows a particular aptitude for racing, the Yacht Club very generously will offer them a scholarship and further their racing career with the aid of Carl James, our Olympic sailor.
It's fantastic, I can't think, of any other way that myself or Elizabeth or any other person who developed the National Sailing Academy would have liked it to be. It's an amazing feeling, and I every time I see the guys go out there, it's like, oh my God.
Through the Y2K programme, the National Sailing Academy and the Antigua Yacht Club youth programme were able to send kids on board boats for the week of Sailing Week and expose them to an international regatta, which is an amazing experience for those youths to have.
The Youth to Kill program, I think, was a very good initiative. Bridge the gap in between, like, just doing small dinghy sailing inside the harbour to actually going out and doing something a bit more fulfilling. Not saying that dinghy sailing isn't fulfilling, but it's just a different challenge. And I think a lot of the youth sailors who were involved with the program got to feel, that feeling of being, a bit more independent and, being responsible for different roles on board. They got to broaden their horizons, learn different skills. So I think that was a very good way to kind of expand a bit from just sailing inside the harbour.
And we really saw there where we can really work together much better, Sailing Week and the National Sailing Academy, in terms of developing experience on keelboats, giving youths the ability and the options to network with the yachting community, with the international yachting community, and really exposing them to the sport and to the industry, which is what we're all about. And at that point, we realised that actually bringing the two organisations together within the same space, physical space, was going to bring us great opportunities for both organisations.
And you'd be doing a laser course upwind, and you'd be sailing next to a boat in the channel like Comanche or Sphere, or even a super yacht like Scat. And then all these kids are also learning how to sail in an environment like that. I don't think that there is any other country in the world that would offer that in that sort of atmosphere, and it's really encouraging and super boosting.
This makes me feel good inside, because at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about the people that we teach. Yeah, and we have so many people now going around to the different hotels and working on different boats in the industry.
And for sailing, you can sail at a sporting level, at a recreation level, at a professional level, for as long as you're able to move around, which is one of the great things about sailing.
So as you can see on my sleeve, it says inclusive sailing. Yeah, so we have people of different abilities, yeah, and disabilities. So that comes here. So there are no restrictions, no matter what gender, age, or whatever you want to call it. No, we don't have restrictions in sailing.
We really are the home of inclusive sailing in Antigua and Barbuda, and as we've already mentioned, we believe sailing's for everyone, whether it's age 8 to 80, whatever physical or mental ability you have.
It's an acceptance of nature and what nature can do for you. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to put no petrol in anything. You just have to have an open mind and get going.
Because it's a lot of fun. I first came in 1970, which was a long time ago, and then I came back in 83, and I've never missed one since 83 to now.
I mean, everybody can enjoy Sailing Week, unlike a lot of different places in the world where you go. You only have the serious guys or something like that, where you have, cruising class, bareboat classes, now multi-hull classes, and of course, the races, which is what I'm involved in.
Apart from being a bit biased because it's Antigua Sailing Week, I mean, there's hardly ever a race week where there's not proper racing climate. I mean, and I'm talking from going back to the early days, from the socializing, the racing, it's always just been fun. I mean, it's a very serious regatta, but it's a regatta you just have a lot of fun at. And I think that's one thing I like about it. It also brings people from across the globe, and also being one of the regatta that still goes for that long, it still has the quality of being able to hold its own. Because most of the other regattas that are that long has pretty much died off as have reduced their time. But Sailing Week's still going. With dates have been changed around days a bit, but the time is still the same, and it's still got its, one for a better word, still got its flavor.
The thing is happening that all the friends that we met 30 years ago. They're still friends, and we see each other, we race against each other. It's like a big, nice community of sailors from all the gangster Trinidadians, or San Martin, Fritz bars, and Peter Homburg and Rolex. Is a big Caribbean. It's still a big Caribbean be together.
Big seas, you get a bit of everything, you know, because the way how the race courses are set up, you can either go in the ocean or you can go to the Caribbean seaside, and it makes for fantastic races. With the races that we're doing at the moment, the windward leewards, you know, it is where passing lanes can be had and things like that. So I recommend come here, and the waters are warm, you know, it's not very far to get out to the race course and things like that.
And then the scenery, the backdrop, like, you know, sailing upwind and just looking at the cliffs by the Pillars of Hercules, or even further up by Eric Clapton's house, and then screaming downwind on the inside of Cades Reef, depending on what day you're sailing. It's just fantastic.
The best of both worlds. We have beautiful sea state almost all year round. We have great wind, good weather. The scenery is awesome, so I think a lot of people enjoy that as well. Sailing around Antigua and seeing how beautiful and diverse our landscape is, it's just awesome.
Favorite moment is when we cross the finish line and we know we've won. It's just wonderful.
Hailed down the safety boat, rushed into Budget Marine in the back, sprinted in, and as I was getting the bits, the crew were pulling apart the boat, and we actually managed to bolt it back together on the way to the start line, and even got a good start. And at the end of that last race, I think we won by like 4 seconds, and that we won like everything. It was just neck and neck and really down to the wire. So that's probably my greatest moment, I think, of sailing week.
Yeah, a great memory. It would definitely be the first year I actually got the opportunity to skip on my own boat. Like being up against guys who've been sailing for like 20, 25 years. And me being a young local sailor, having my own kids around me, showing them what I know. I think that was a very touching moment for me, because it just showed how much I progressed over the years, how much the academy entrusted me with their boat to kind of go out and do like an international regatta, I guess.
My favorite memory was actually while I was visiting here and sailing with Jerry Framingham from Bermuda. And I came down from Canada, where I had immigrated to Canada. And in that time, at the end of one of the races, that's where I met my now wife, Jenny.
Off the water, I always used to like the prize giving at the Admiral's Inn, the Lord Nelson Ball, seeing everybody dressed up so well, and the bands playing, Laviscon Brass playing at the Admiral's Inn. It was really, they did a great job. On the water, winning.
No question about it, because it's the most challenging. It also seems to have more races than the other regattas. The country embraces guests, spectators, and the participants in a really nice way. We don't feel like we're herded like a bunch of animals like some of the other regattas.
And it is also one of the places that friends meet friends after a long time and come back and enjoy, have the same stories and make new stories, as their life is going on, and whatever that they might be doing, The atmosphere, the partying is amazing.
Like, we want to go sailing, we want to get away. And sailing week is usually quite a bit of a getaway for some people who work in early winter, have to do work for the late part of winter. And that's usually their first getaway just before it goes into the summer.
And so we have to get back into the boat. And we're trying to do that with the Saturday sailing here at the Yacht Club and at Jolly Harbour, and I'm participating on those now. But it really means getting to regattas and competing seriously, not just going out for fun.
yeah, just racing, getting back out on the water, and seeing everyone amped to go sailing again, and just the vibe in the harbor. I'm really excited for all that traffic again.
Oh, invitation on. We're ready for you. Come race against Liquid.
Blue Peter's my big rival. I feel I can beat him when it's blowing hard. He beats me when the sea goes flatter. He beats me more often than I beat him, but I can't beat him.
Well, Whiplash has been training throughout the pandemic, so I hope they come good because we're definitely going to be there.
Well, I challenge anyone to come out and race against whatever crew I might be on.
So there's room for everybody to race and have fun. I mean, for me, winning is good, but having fun is paramount. And if you want to have good fun, we got Antigua Sailing Week it is.
The top teams really that we really enjoy racing, and the Trinis on Dingo, and then the Puerto Ricans on the Melges 32s, and for us anyway, that's our real the tightest competition we usually face in the islands, and good fun to party with as well.
We've had some really good races against Speedy Nemo in 2019, so I would definitely like to see them back on the race course. And guys like Jules and Ashley and stuff, we're definitely looking to kind of give them a look at our stern for a lot of those races next year.
Fritz Bus, yeah, from St. Martin. He needs to get back here because we have a score to settle.
The people here are so friendly. They'll welcome you. Even if you absolutely know nothing about sailing, you can jump on a boat. Somebody will take you out. You can be a spectator. You can actually learn sailing on the go. It's that easy. You can learn it on the go and you'll have fun, trust me.
And I would like to see Peter Humbert, and I would love to see Paul Dielemans. They won actually first with the Melges. And my Dr. Fritz with his Melges, Fritz Bus.
I'd like to see a lot of Caribbean sailors back. There's so many characters that were from Venezuela, Trinidad, Barbados, all the way up to Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. It's always good to see these guys.
As I said to you before, ladies and gentlemen, we have entertainment galore. Grab your rum, grab your drink, sit back, relax. Right now, I'm ready for my sister in the entertainment business, Claudette, the diva, CP Peters. Take it away, Claudette!
Yeah. It's all about good vibes right here. It's Sailing Week, guys. Don't forget to drop your flags, drop your colors. Let's go. It's been such a long time. You've been always on my mind. In the party, cannot find
Because it's strange that the freaky things that you do and got me here still in love with you. When the freaky things that you do, I know. Because it's strange that the freaky things that you do and got me here still in love with you. Got me here still in love with you. Let's go! Oh baby, come, how are you there? It's been a long, 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 long time. Let's go! Let's go! It's all about selling week, guys! Please remember, you never forget. It's all about love, happiness, and it's all about the sport as well. Hey! First time I saw you, got so excited. I wanna know what's your name. What's your name? Let's go by my step. We'll pick our costume. I just be so happy with you. And let me go out on the road and get some fun like we do. I just want the pressure. You just wanna try to let me better. Hey, 'cause I don't really wanna hear no excuse. And let me go out on the road. Behind the truck, we all talk and show, yeah, yeah. We want you. I know why you're bother. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't wanna hear no excuse. So let me come on to you. I love the top and sit sexy white one. Hey, and I cannot be forever. You never leave me then, baby. You never leave me lonely when you are in the that's why it's been up your back and forth. Hey, it's you who just encourage me to get on that day. So when I start to let we go, I let me go out on the road and get to never lie. I just want the good pressure. Hey, you just wanna take it. But I don't really wanna hear no excuse. I let me go out on the road. Behind each other, we all talk and show, yeah, yeah. We want you. I know how you are. Hey, I don't wanna hear no excuse. Check it out, yeah. I let it come on the floor. Hey, and I can't let you forever. It's about that time. Please do not forget Sibling Week. Please. The next time around it be beautiful. We know that the coronavirus has really caused a strain on the world. But we just want to make sure that we keep you reminded of all the fun times with Sibling Week in Antigua, Barbuda. So we're doing this right now. All the dancing and the drinking and the eating, of course. The cultural element of Antigua Barbuda will stay alive. Let's go! Yeah! They say you're true, they say you just get on by like nobody else there. Let your hands up and let your foot for first thing you just say I'm not there. Oh, la-dee. Listen, well this is, yeah, how they raise me. That's what I read about the truth. But the talk I tell, tell them, stop complaining. Why go? 'Cause if they can't give me a reason, why you should all up on the way. We're just keeping the spirit alive. We're just keeping it alive. We want to know where you're from. Please drop your flag. Drop your flag. Take a look. Drop your flag, ladies and gentlemen. Drop your flag. Let's go. We want to know exactly where you are from. Let us know. We want to know. All right. We're seeing them. We're seeing them. We're seeing them from all over the world. Everybody's in the comfort of their own home. And they're right here with us. Joining us. Just remembering, reminiscing, and packing. Waiting to come back to Antigua, Barbuda. Ah, man. That's beautiful. Look at the view. Look at the view. We're going like this. Say your topic, people think I'm a mistake. If it don't concern me, leave it alone. So back when everybody else was in our bed, I was still up. And they used to leave me home. They tell me I'm too smart to go party. Only time they talking about where till I grow up. Why? I have no patience. So wait, no, it's when I want to cut down. Am I older now? Going 25 years. Young myself, yeah. Leave me on top this one. No, no, no. Tell them I'm out there. And this one specifically chose this song because we've been so much for the last year and something. And I cannot help to think that whenever the Antigua and the Barbudans listen to the song, they would remember that Carnival is something special to us, the Caribbean people. And of course, I'm sure that it made sense in their lives while they're doing whatever they're doing. Partying, sailing week, you know, or right over here in English Harbor, I mean, the breeze is so nice. And, you know, having a sip of the English Harbor rum. And now, which one rum now? Which one now? Which one you like better? The Cavalier rum. The band's playing and you're just closing your eyes and you'd be like, wow. This is basically what Sailing Week is all about. It's just about the fun, the frolic, the games, the nightlife. And I'm gonna do it like this. Can't believe that you and me dancing around a carnival. Can't believe that you and me still having a fun for the festival. But when carnival comes, we be jumping up. We feel the vibes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when the rhythm dry, it crush up on the up. Can't keep my feet from jumping away. Keep my feet from jumping away. Keep my feet from jumping. Oh yes, I got the fever, jump a little faster, feel like riding better, jumping and waving. Yes, I got the fever, jump a little faster. Jumping and waving, jumping away, 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 keep my feet from jumping away. Keep my feet from jumping. Yo, Batman, I want to jump right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We jump it up. 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 Let's go. Touching that speed, but I need breathe. Bouncing away, the carnival. This has to say, well, I can get to very much. For the festival, I want you to begin. We got to get away. Hearing us starting to roll. I want that holy air. If we get time to play, can't keep my feet from jumping away. Can't keep my feet from jumping away.
The Women in Sailing Mentorship Programme is a new initiative with a very simple aim: to increase participation of women in Antigua and Barbuda in the sport and industry of sailing. And we're going to do that by opening applications for people to apply for a mentor. There's one of 7 great mentors, women's in the industry already. And we really hope that through this process, we're going to demystify the sport and really communicate that the sport really is for women. It isn't about physical strength. It's open for women from ages 18 to 30 who have an interest in developing their knowledge of the sport or the industry of yachting.
Favorite moment is when we cross the finish line and we know we've won. It's just wonderful.
Hailed down the safety boat, rushed into Budget Marine in the back, sprinted in, and as I was getting the bits, the crew were pulling apart the boat, and we actually managed to bolt it back together on the way to the start line, and even got a good start. And at the end of that last race, I think we won by like 4 seconds, and that we won like everything. It was just neck and neck and really down to the wire. So that's probably my greatest moment, I think, of sailing week.
Yeah, a great memory. It would definitely be the first year I actually got the opportunity to skip on my own boat. Like being up against guys who've been sailing for like 20, 25 years. And me being a young local sailor, having my own kids around me, showing them what I know. I think that was a very touching moment for me, because it just showed how much I progressed over the years, how much the academy entrusted me with their boat to kind of go out and do like an international regatta, I guess.
My favorite memory was actually while I was visiting here and sailing with Jerry Framingham from Bermuda. And I came down from Canada, where I had immigrated to Canada. And in that time, at the end of one of the races, that's where I met my now wife, Jenny.
Off the water, I always used to like the prize giving at the Admiral's Inn, the Lord Nelson Ball, seeing everybody dressed up so well, and the bands playing, Laviscon Brass playing at the Admiral's Inn. It was really, they did a great job. On the water, winning.
Well, we've used Seahawk products for 20, 25 years now. They've always been known to us to be reliable, dependable coatings. Seahawk's always stood behind their products, and we've always found their technical representation to be extremely responsive. We rely very heavily on the technical representation of any paint manufacturer, and I would say that Seahawks is second to none. My employees are very, very happy with Seahawk products, both the primer system and the anti-foulings. They're very user-friendly, they go on easily, they perform well. It's certainly a product that the workforce is happy using.
Sailing Week Sunday, and we're getting hotter and hotter as we go on. Trust me. But before we get to the other band, we have the global export manager right here of English Harbour Rum. And you want to know about the relationship? Well, here's Calvert Francis.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my lovely island of Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua Sailing Week, and the name of our world-famous English Harbour Rum. We have been associated with Antigua Sailing Week for well over 40 years. As a matter of fact, even while I was going to school and not knowing much about Antigua Sailing Week, the Antigua Distillery has been a partner and has been sponsoring events like Lady. It was in 1994 when we celebrated our 25th anniversary of Antigua Sailing Week, we actually launched English Harbour Rum for the first time in Antigua. And so, to this day, English Harbour Rum is a staple when it comes to Antigua Sailing Week. We do events like the Neon Rave, we have done Reggae in the Park, we have done the Lady celebrations, and now what is most iconic for us is the first day of sailing, which is the English Harbour Race Day. We do loads of fun stuff for this shoreside activity where we have a crew bartender competition, and you need to be a part of this to really see the camaraderie that happens during this competition. We have crews from 4 or 5 different boats, and they all come with mystery ingredients, but the one thing that they must use is either our English Harbour 5 or English Harbour 10 in making their cocktails. And that cocktail becomes the winning cocktail becomes the official cocktail for Antigua Sailing Week, plus they get a treasure chest full of gold. Not that type of gold, but a collection of our gold rums. And our rum is so loved by the sailors who come here that when they go back to their various countries, they all ask, where can they get English Harbour Rum? So, as a global export manager, my job is to really get English Harbour into these international markets. And I'm proud to sit here and say that a local rum, homegrown, is now available in all quarters of the globe. So we are available in 6 provinces in Canada, 24 states in the US, including Hawaii. We're also available in 13 different countries in Europe. We're in Hong Kong, we're in South Korea, we're all the way in Australia. So anywhere you are on this big blue marble, you can definitely find English Harbour Rum.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover, work the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
No question about it, because it's the most challenging. It also seems to have more races than the other regattas. The country embraces guests, spectators, and the participants in a really nice way. We don't feel like we're herded like a bunch of animals like some of the other regattas.
And it is also one of the places that friends meet friends after a long time and come back and enjoy, have the same stories and make new stories, as their life has gone on, you know, and whatever that they might be doing. You know, the atmosphere, the partying is amazing.
Like, we want to go sailing, we want to get away. And sailing week is usually quite a bit of a getaway for some people who work in early winter, have to do work for the late part of winter. And that's usually their first getaway just before it goes into the summer.
Yeah, just racing, getting back out on the water and seeing everyone amped to go sailing again, and just the vibe in the harbor. I'm really excited for all that traffic again.
Definitely right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sailing Week Sunday, and part of the entertainment today is my boy, Tian Winter. Here is the Winter Man.
Gyal way a wine and set on so good, them a ball out murder, set on so good.
Good night to everybody locked on. It's all about Sailing Week. Whoa, hi. Share the live. Check the link in the description. Cause what? Gyal, your shape so nice and subtle. I couldn't even get a tattoo. I'm not from the bed when you're love your love and so them man make your wine so. Oh, that's a fire in your face. Feeling that desire in your face. I love it how you walk, you give me face. Let's make time now. I swear I never been addicted to wine like this. But this bumper lad got me going crazy. Set it from every angle so I can see the things go. No, I got away a wine and set time so good, never ball and murder. Set time so good, your name does a call out. Set time so good, just for the one name this set good. Y'all like the way you wine. Show off, show off. Listen, show off, show off. Show off, show off. Listen, show off, show off. Every year when I'm talking, jealous me like, oh, you know how we drop it to the baseline. I plan for the cup it to the baseline. The video they show them that we will try. The baseline, you don't slow down, no. I swear I never been addicted to this. But this bumper lad, it got me going crazy. I set it from every eye. So I can see the things you do amaze me. I got away your way and set on so I never ball and murder. Your name does a call, just for the one day. Show off, show off. Show off, show off. Show off, show off. Burning, and them can't cool it down. Sailing Week, how are you feeling? And them can't cool it down. Just wait on it, you're burning. Let me go. Hey, girl, come front and roll it. Inspector say you have too much bumper, nowhere to store it. But ain't no trouble to me. I could hear them calling. I go pick up it, I have some friends that could cause some mischief. I blame it all when they call you say, I fire in the think I can play more than keep it burning. Set the place on fire. Set the place on. Sailing week, let me see the fire emojis in the comment section right now. Let's go. When they call you say, a fire stay while you're in. Make it like inferno, girl. I never know me to move it. I think it. While the market sell. Yeah. Like a turn the green to touch with. I never know me to diggy, 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 diggy. Tell them they can't cool on ya. Yeah, them can't touch the wine that you got now. No, them can't cool it. Oh, tell them they can't cool it. Them can't cool it. Oh, them can't cool it. No. Yeah. Big up to everybody locked in, tuned in online. It's all about Sailing Week. Listen, I know we're not operating in our usual capacity, but hear what? We're still bringing the vibes to you, all right? Sailing Week it is. Run the track. We miss our carnival. We miss our festivities. I'm longing for it. So you are. I simple promise that I'll never leave you alone. I could be 95, you could still see it in the soul. Could say I'm old and gray, still gonna get all the way. Instead you'll see, let's go! Now take me up to the majesty, cause I can't wait. Tell me what I have to say. Let's go! As we hands start to play, I'm a pleasure only to see. I'm taking it so far, so back. For all the people that showed up, for every fan that gave up, I'm giving it all. This all who keep it. The ones before and who leave it. From every country and village, I'm giving it all. Everything, every line. Every jump, every wine, yeah. Every trip, every way. This one's for you and you and you and you. A simple language that I know we all understand. Real vibes and music, if they can't get away from this one. Nothing can take its place, could never fade away. I can see you inside the house now, sing. Take me down to your majesty, cause I can't. No, tell me what I have to say. Put your hand in the air, also. I say hands down. Like a picture in the sea. So you go, I'm taking it so far, so back. For all the people that show up, for every fan that gave up, I'm giving it all. This all who keep it. The ones before and who leave it. From every country and village, I'm giving it all. Every fan, every line. This one's for you. Every jump, every wine. This one's for you. Every trip, every way. This one's for you and you and you. I'm giving it all. Check it. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the party. Yeah. What goes the man? Larry, hold so tight. I know I got no never love her, never see her out and about him. Most that she has in the street. She tell me that she wants to jump. I am staying home just for what she wants. So why not? Put on your best suit. Big up to everybody locked in, tuned in right about now. I know I'm having fun, and I know a lot of you locked in and tuned in are having a lot of fun as well. But guess what? The entertainment continues. I can see some of you right now. I can see some of you behind the computer screens right now. I can see you. You are the hottest in Nigeria. So give them your but you make them let you put sing it, sing it. Dance all this. We're gonna come again. I can see some of you getting on in front of computer screens right now. Let's go! Yes! You are the baddest, let me tell you nothing, so give them your attitude. Cause if when them ready, put them in a drink, cause you know you can rock it up. What?
is an amazing evening. It's an amazing show. 2 hours of fun right here in Antigua, Barbuda Sailing Week Sunday. And we had Asha Atto Ishifi. We had Claudette Peters. We had Tia Winter. And now is a right way to wind down this evening show with 1761. It's like, yeah, it's coming down. We're winding down. I'm going to let them loose right after sunset. But 1761, you're up next.
Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. Turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover, work the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the goal. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Alright, hey guys, it's all about Antigua Sailing Week 2021. We are 1761 degrees and we're bringing the party to you. Yeah, man.
it down right now. Sing my head, on them over. Sing my head, on them over. Sing my head, on them over. Sing my head. Come on. 7 1 6 1 3. Give us a 10.
Lord Nelson Trophy goes to Tanir, Nebraska.
Fantastic, because we won this trophy last year, 2011, and now a hat-trick. Well, the wind has been very strong all week, so the boat's been powering along very good. There's not a day we haven't done well because we won 7 races on the trot. So there's no one best bait. The overall regatta is the best bit.
It's a start. We want to win next year, the 50th year. I was there from the very first one, and I'm the only captain left on the race course today. So this is a start for what's to come next year. We're going to go for it hard. So the sailors coming to result will have a hard challenge. Excellent. Okay.
That's why we do it. That's why we do this. That's why we go racing. That's why we put up all the hard work, take all the time, practice for this moment. It was very tough. In fact, after Tuesday, we thought there was no way we could win. But the late day, we just regrouped and rested and said, we're going to take this thing. And we went out and did it. And that's why I'm so proud of my team.
Oh, invitation on. We're ready for you. Come race against Liquid.
Blue Peter's my big rival. I feel I can beat him when it's blowing hard. He beats me when the sea goes flatter. He beats me more often than I beat him, but I can't beat him.
Well, I mean, Whiplash has been training throughout the pandemic, so I hope they come good because we're definitely going to be there.
Well, I challenge anyone to come out and race against whatever crew I might be on.
The top teams really that we really enjoy racing, and the Trinis on Dingo, and then the Puerto Ricans on the Melgers 32s, and for us anyway, that's our real the tightest competition we usually face in the islands, and good fun to party with as well.
We've had some really good races against Speedy Nemo in 2019, so I would definitely like to see them back on the race course. And guys like Jules and Ashley and stuff, we're definitely looking to kind of give them a look at our stern for a lot of those races next year.
And I would like to see Peter Humbert, and I would love to see Paul Dielemans. They won actually first with the Melgers, and my Dr. Fritz with his Melgers, Fritz Bosch.
I'd like to see a lot of these Caribbean sailors back. There's so many characters that were from Venezuela, Trinidad, Barbados, all the way up to Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. It's always good to see these guys.
Fritz Bus, yeah, from St. Martin. He needs to get back here because we have a score to settle.
Oh man, we've come to the end of our beautiful, beautiful Sailing Week Sunday right here at Antigua, Barbuda. And I'm telling you, we're all prepared and ready for Sailing Week 2022. I mean, want to say thank you to all the entertainers, all the sponsors, all the folks who shared the live, everybody who have just enjoyed all what we did today. Trust me, I'm still not over it yet. Still having my English Harbor rum. I'm good. But hey, thanks to you folks. Thanks for booking your flights, getting everything prepared for next year. I'm gonna see you next year. I'm gonna be on a boat with you. I'm gonna enjoy myself with you. Have a beautiful evening. And hey, welcome to my island in the Sun, Antigua, Barbuda. See you next year, Sailing Week 2022.